Carl's Jr. moments of the game, Jerry. It's Miguel Rojas rocking that 72 like it was 2013 all over again.
Absolutely. Looking like Carlton Fisk back in the day, John. Going the opposite way on a line. Great swing, Miggy. I do like that 72. The 11 was nice, but as a great teammate, he gave it up to Sasaki. Looking good in 7-2.
Knocked in a run with that double right there. Let's go back to Camelback Ranch. Michael Conforto is with Kirsten.
Well, just being in camp this year, being with the new organization, how have you been feeling and kind of just building the relationships, whether it's with coaches as well as with the players?
It's been great so far. A lot of names, a lot of faces, you know, but it's all been good. You know, it's been really great to rub shoulders with some great players, some guys that I've played against for a long time. This guy right here, my locker mate, Mookie, Shohei, Will Smith, you know, the list goes on. And, you know, I'm excited to continue to grow those relationships and become part of the family here.
We've seen you out there in a couple of these games now. How are you just feeling with your build-up this spring?
You know, I feel really good. You know, the timing is still coming back a little bit, but you know, we've retooled some things. You know, I'm kind of testing some stuff out in these early games. So I mean, I think overall it's been really positive. You know, I feel really good in the field. I feel healthy, and that's kind of what you're looking for here in the first part of spring. And you know, we're gonna be headed out pretty quick here. So you know, I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to get into more games and get some more bats. With
some of those adjustments, how much is it just kind of you looking at last year, some of the results you were getting, looking to make some changes, or the coaches here seeing some things in you and wanting to tweak a few things?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. We're looking to get a little bit more consistency. You know, get me into a place where I can, you know, kind of stay, not have to adjust too much based on who's throwing. You know, get to a consistent spot. And it is, you know, the hitting coaches here, really the whole staff in that building over there. They do a great job of picking some things out. There's tons of information, but they do a good job of making it simple. You know, just focus on one thing. You know, so it's just a process, and we're just going to keep at it.
Well, this morning, Roki Sasaki was on the backfield at Camelback Ranch facing a group of White Sox minor leaguers. And according to a friend of the show, Jerry, Bill Plunkett, Roki went 3 simulated innings, threw 38 pitches, had 1 strikeout, did allow a home run on the second pitch he threw to one of the White Sox top prospects, Kyle Teal. But I imagine the next step now for Roki would be a Cactus League game.
Yeah, you would think so. The fact that he did throw those 3 innings is a positive sign. 3 up-downs, making sure that he gets the shot, gives a chance to get through all his pitches. We saw that home run right there. Really good prospect the White Sox have. That catcher, he's an absolute stud. So no shame there. But the most important thing, it's on the backfield. You're just trying to work on mechanics, command, and make sure you throw all your pitches, okay? So listen, don't read too much into it. It's about getting your work done. That's why hitters sometimes go to the backfield. They'll take an at-bat every inning to see pitches. Some guys strike out because they want to hit with 2 strikes to see a variety of pitches. So again, don't read too much into it. He's getting his work done.
And he isn't just a new player on this Dodger team. For him, Jerry, it's really a whole new Major League Baseball experience, so everything is going to be new for him. And the Dodgers are slow playing him, at least to start the season, which seems to make sense. It is such a long season coming over from Japan.
Yeah, which is extremely smart. We got to remember, Yoshi last season, he was coming in as a very accomplished pitcher in Japan. Multi-Cy Young Award winner in that league. Roki, even though he had incredible stuff in Japan, and he still has incredible stuff, he's still a work in progress. He's trying to work on his mechanics. Yoshi didn't need to work on his mechanics. He knew exactly what he needed to do to get ready for a season, and yet he was still battling that rookie thing when rookies battle. This young man, Sasaki, understands, I got some work to do, and this is what he's trying to do. Fine-tune his mechanics, make sure that velocity is where it needs to be, make sure he has fastball command to go along with that splitter, and have that 3rd pitch. He knows, as well as the coaching staff knows, He has to have that third pitch to be very successful at the big league level.
Well, and when Shohei Ohtani does return to the mound this season, he might have a bit of a different look, Jerry. He pitched out of the stretch while he was with the Angels, but he has incorporated a windup during his bullpens early this spring, and he says as of now, his plan is to pitch using a windup this season when no one's on base.
Well, here's the thing about the windup, John. You get more momentum that way. Sometimes, and Shohei Ohtani understood this, sometimes when you have that windup, there's more moving parts. But if he feels comfortable going with that windup, why not? It worked for Hideo Nomo back in the day. He had a different type of windup. But it allows you to gather, make sure you have your backside, and follow through. So I trust Ohtani and what he's doing on the mound.
He says that is at least the plan for right now. We'll see how the results translate once he does return to the mound, hopefully in the month of May. Jerry, you know the Arizona State baseball team, 6-1.
That's right.
Austin Barnes crushing it. Your nephew, Landon, playing for the Sun Devils as well. I guess life is good at ASU. More from Camelback Ranch coming up.
He's faced 13 hitters in this division series. He's retired all 13. Vesio is 1-2. Got him swinging. Blow fastball right by him. Swings and misses. Blake Trinan digs deep.
They get a lead over there on 7th, 8th, 9th inning. It's basically lights out for this Dodger bullpen.
Among the most effective and eclectic groups in baseball, the Dodgers relievers have become known as the Dogs. 14 different players recorded a save for the Dodgers last year. Not all of them were dogs, but Evan Phillips certainly was. Had 18 saves, which led the team. And then 5 games in October, his ERA was a perfect 0. Recently, Jay Hare got connected with Evan Phillips.
He had an interesting year last year. Great season on the field. A couple of injuries kind of hindered you a little bit. First was the hamstring injury, and then at the end, you had that shoulder injury. How are you feeling? Are you healthy?
Yeah, body feels great. You know, the hamstring thing was kind of a freak accident type deal. I hated that I had to go through that. I was feeling like I was on a good run at that point too, so to have that setback, you know, definitely had an impact on me in the middle part of the season. Coming back from that, I had a hard time getting my body back where I needed it to be right away, but I was physically able to pitch, so I was out there just trying to do my best to get guys out. And once we got under the hood a little bit and got back on track, things started to go in the right direction again.
And right after that hamstring injury, you were able to come back, and you had a great second half. Mm-hmm. Then you get hurt, shoulder injury. NLCS really stunned everybody, and you're unable to pitch in the World Series.
It was really challenging, that's for sure, and it all kind of happened fast too, because I got hurt in Game 6 of the championship series. So between then and Game 1 of the World Series was only 4 or 5 days, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to diagnose what was going on. We knew we wanted to get me back on the field as fast as possible, so we tried to rehab it as efficiently as we could. So unfortunately didn't have enough time to get to that spot. But what kept me going, what motivated me to keep on rehabbing and see how far we could get, going into the field each day and supporting our guys in the bullpen and watching those guys dominate in the World Series, definitely made the days go by easier.
Talk about the guys in that bullpen. Really helped carry this team to a World Series championship. You've added some pieces. How does that help you as far as I can kind of take my time and make sure when I do come back, I'll be 100%?
Yeah, I think part of that's being a privilege of being a Dodger. Performance, injuries here and there, whatever it might be. I think we prepare for that better than most. And, I don't think necessarily that's why we go out and sign a Tanner Scott, why we go out and sign a Kirby Yates. They're great pitchers. We're happy to have them. So that's definitely a blessing. And I think you've seen that in years past, but to see it with some fresh faces will be a lot of fun this year.
You guys don't really have a set role, but talk about the communication, how you guys are prepared for what you need to accomplish that day, whether if you need to come in the 7th inning to get a key couple outs in the heart of a lineup, or you're closing that night.
It was instilled in me with the Dodgers very early on that each pitch, each out matters. And I think we've done a good job of instilling that in other bullpen pitchers, bringing in guys with that kind of personality that are up for whatever might be, that dog mentality, right? That's what Doc challenged us to do last year, and kind of take the ego out of it and just trust that we'll be prepared each and every day, trust ourselves, trust our conviction in our pitches, and that we can go dominate no matter what part of the order, what inning it might be.
As tough as it is to win, they say it's even tougher to repeat. Talk about the challenge that's in that clubhouse of going back out there 2025 as the defending World Series champs and trying to repeat.
I think what I appreciate most about the group we have in that clubhouse is that the guys, they chase, the journey. They chase the day-to-day. They want to, get better day in, day out. Even our superstar players, some of the best players in the world, they just care about getting better each day, and they know that chipping away in April, May, June, and building up for the second half and being the best we can possibly be in the postseason is what matters most. With that kind of group, I'm confident that we'll be able to embrace any challenge and grow through it together, and hopefully put ourselves in a position to win a championship again.
You have a new teammate in Tanner Scott. How great is it to have him as a teammate once again?
It's fun. It kind of just brings me right back to being teammates from 2018 up through 2021. It's been fun to kind of reconnect as in this position now, where when we were in Baltimore together, it kind of felt like we were fighting for our lives to just stay afloat in the big leagues. And to see us come to this position now where we're both key pieces in this bullpen, to be able to do this season together will be a lot of fun.
Evan, appreciate your time, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Continued success.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll have some final thoughts up next and look ahead to tomorrow's game. Dodgers and Brew Crew. Yoshinobu Yamamoto making his second start of the spring.
ドジャースの未来はここから2025シーズンに向けた熱き決意。皆さん、最後までご覧いただきありがとうございます。いよいよスプリングトレーニングも本格化し、開幕戦へ向けた準備が着々と進んでいます。今回の特集を通じて、ドジャースの選手たちがどのような思いを持ってこの春を迎えているのか、その熱意や決意が伝わったのではないでしょうか。ドジャースはただの強豪チームではなく、常に進化を続ける集団です。昨シーズン、ワールドシリーズを制し、野球界の頂点に立ちましたが、今年の目標はさらに高い場所にあります。それは勝ち続けること。一度の優勝だけでは満足しない。常に前進し続ける姿勢こそがドジャースの強さの源です。そして、その強さの核となるのは、選手一人一人の努力とチーム全体の結束力です。今回のインタビューでは、新たにチームに加わった選手の言葉、そしてすでにチームの中心選手として活躍するメンバーの決意を聞くことができました。新戦力と既存メンバーが融合し、さらに強いドジャースが作られていく過程を目の当たりにすることができるのは、まさにこの時期ならではの楽しみです。新加入のマイケル・コンフォルト選手が語ったのは、ドジャースのチーム文化の素晴らしさでした。彼はここには勝者の文化がある。毎日が学びの連続だと語り、新しい環境に適応しながら、自らのスキルを磨いていることを強調しました。コンフォルト選手にとって、ムーキー、ベッツや大谷翔平、ウィル・スミスといったスター選手たちと共にプレーすることは、単なる競争ではなく、互いに学び合い、高め合う機会となっています。ドジャースは個々の力を伸ばすだけでなく、選手同士が切磋琢磨しながら成長できる環境を提供しているのです。その結果、チーム全体のレベルが引き上げられ、より強い集団へと進化していきます。そして今、最も注目を集めているのが、佐々木朗希選手のメジャー挑戦です。彼はホワイトソックスのマイナーリーガーを相手に、3イニングを投げ、38球を記録しました。初めての MLB での登板となるこの日、彼は一つの奪三振を記録しながらも、本塁打を許す場面もありました。しかし、重要なのは結果ではなく、ここからの成長です。大谷翔平選手がメジャーに来た時も、最初は適応期間が必要でした。それと同じように、佐々木朗希選手も焦げることなく、一歩ずつ前進していくことが求められています。焦げる必要はない。俺たちは長いシーズンを戦うんだ。この言葉に象徴されるように、ドジャースのアプローチは短期的な成果ではなく、選手が長いシーズンを通じてベストな状態を維持できるようにすることを重視しています。そのため、チームは彼に対して無理をさせず、段階的に調整を進めていく計画を立てています。今後、彼がどのように成長し、メジャーの舞台で輝きを放つのか、期待が高まります。昨シーズン、ドジャースは見事にワールドシリーズを制しました。しかし、次の目標はただ一つ、連覇です。優勝すること以上に、優勝し続けることの方が難しいと言われます。それは、すべてのチームがドジャースを倒すことを目標にし、徹底的に研究してくるからです。だからこそ、チームはさらなる強化を進めています。その一つの鍵となるのが、ブルペン陣の強化です。エバン、 フィリップス投手は昨シーズン負った怪我を克服し、再びマウンドに立つ準備を進めています。さらに新たに加わったタナー、スコット投手、カービー、イエーツ投手といった強力な戦力が加わることでブルペンの安定感は増しています。これにより長いシーズンを通じて先発陣の負担を軽減し、チーム全体の投手力を向上させることができます。ドジャースファンにとって最も待ち望んでいる瞬間の一つが大谷翔平選手の復活です。昨シーズンは打者に専念した彼がいよいよ投手としても戻ってきます。今年は投球フォームを変更し、セットポジションではなくワインドアップで投げる可能性があるとのこと。この変更が彼にどのような影響を与えるのか非常に興味深いところです。過去には野茂英雄選手が特徴的なワインドアップを採用し、それが成功につながった例もあります。大谷選手が新しいスタイルでどのようなパフォーマンスを見せるのか期待が膨らみます。俺は常に進化し続ける。それが俺のスタイルだ。大谷翔平選手のこの言葉が示すように、彼は常に挑戦し続ける選手です。その姿勢こそが彼を唯一無二の存在へと押し上げています。2025年シーズン、ドジャースは新たな歴史を刻むために戦い続けます。佐々木朗希選手のメジャーデビュー、大谷翔平選手の復活、ブルペンの新戦力、そしてワールドシリーズ連覇への挑戦、どの瞬間も見逃せないシーズンが間もなく幕を開けようとしています。これからもドジャースの活躍を追い続け、共に熱いシーズンを楽しみましょう。試合の感想や期待する選手について、ぜひコメントで教えてください。そして、ドジャースの戦いを一緒に応援するために、チャンネル登録をお願いします。さあ、新たなシーズンが始まります。ドジャースと共に最高の1年を迎えましょう。